Hello. I kind of wanted to go over my collection. I've got some questions and I don't know, maybe some cool stuff. This is a Peruvianus that I did from a cutting, and it was about 2 months ago, and it's now starting to feel firm in the soil and it's starting to get some growth. You see all these new spines. All these new spines have come out in the last let's see if I can get it to focus there. All these spines have come out recently, I'd say within the last week, and they're kind of springy. This one looks more like Cuscoensis to me, and these two are two other Peruvianus. These guys are from cuttings, and they look like they're starting to get a bit dehydrated. I have not watered them at all, and they were planted about 6 weeks ago. This is what I'm now calling the predominant Pachanoi. This was rooted about a month ago, and I've got a couple of these guys. Here's some Brigiaceae from seed, and these are just your standard SS02 common Brigiaceae. Really skinny needles, long needles going everywhere. And I've got a few of those, and then I've got some fat Brigiaceae that I did from cuttings that have rooted finally. And we got some more. See these guys from seed down here, and then these bigger guys from cuttings. And this guy's kind of gory looking, but yeah, you can see by how flexible that is. That's new growth, and I don't want to mess with it a lot. But more from seed, more of the usual San Pedro that you see. You know, usually 5 to 9 different ridges. The aerials look just like that. And that's about as big as they get. They all come up this direction. So there's a few of those. Here's a Peruvianus var Ancash from Peru, and this is from seed. This is probably more true to form of what you would see in the Ancash Valley or the Ancash area from seed. More Brigiaceae. Here's a Brigiaceae Pachanoi hybrid from seed, and it is sky blue and lumberjack, and it's looking extremely strange. I'm wondering if the seeds are right, because I see Brigiaceae there. I don't know what you guys think. Here's some more Cusco, and with growth. Now I'm calling this Cusco. The older ones are gray, but you can see what the newer growth looks like. Here's some more Brigiaceae from seed. Here's some more of this fat Brigiaceae, and it's really thick. And I got a few of these. This guy is starting to get some. This growth up here is a new pup that's growing on top, and it's blue. I don't know if you guys can see that. These guys are from Sacred Succulents, and they're about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches tall, and they're nice and fat. And these are, I guess the mother plant was from a stand that was only within hundreds of feet of the temple at Chavin, where that Inca carving or Chavin drawing shows a guy holding one of these, and this is supposedly the true San Pedro. And these are from seed from Sacred Succulents. Let's see, let's go over here and see what I got going on. Here's where I got some questions. We got the larger guys. We got Brigidae, which seems to be doing well, and this looks really gnarly up top. Here you can see a Martillo cactus, and you can tell how much different they look. There's a triangular form to them. The lines are more harsh, and the thorns are significantly thicker, or the spines. Let's see if I can focus in there. See, they got that big unicorn horn in the middle. Now this gets what's called bilberries on it when it blooms and gets berries, but here is a Jules giant, and it looks like a pachanoi. The spines are super small, and it's got it's much more blue. And Jules giant, I got this guy as a rooted plant, so, and it's grown a bit. Now here's I believe this is a Peruvianus, but after getting to know these cactuses more, or cacti, I don't know, whatever you want to say, is this Brigidae? I don't think so. It's got really long spines on it, and they go out in kind of in all directions, which is a weird thing to me. Maybe it's a cross. Here is more of your predominant, common, everyday Home Depot, Lowe's pachanoi. Here is a pachanid. It's a pachanoi, but it's been crossed with something, and this was grown from seed, and it looks much more like, see the star pattern? Looks a lot like a Peruvianus with short spines and that pachanoi body. This is a tersheki, and what do they call it? Argentine saguaro cactus, but this is Trichocereus tersheki. And it's kind of a fat guy, and it's got crazy spines on it. This is Brevino spinulosus. I don't even know how to say it, but it's got the most confusing name in what they call it, an Indian cob cactus. And this is also Trichocereus. But look how dense the needles are. And it kind of looks like a corn on the cob. Very symmetrical. See the top there, and it gets like a cotton fuzz. Here is the monstrous version of Brigidae. Let's see if we can get in there. It's got some pups on it. Really pretty blue color. And then some really long spines just coming out of nowhere. And I believe this is the Monstrose B clone. Over here there's some more Brigidae growing. Got one really tall one. And another one of these Peruvianus. I believe they are, or they're a Peruvianus Brigidae cross. And they pup like crazy. Here's this guy, and I don't know what it is. It's extremely fat. It looks like a Pedro, like a pachanoi, like your common predominant, except it's very blue and it's very fat. there's almost no, if you can see that, it almost makes like a square. And the needles on top, it's got more of a blue color, and the needles have length, the new growth and coloring of like Peruvianus needles. I don't know what this is. And here's another one, just like it. They must have been taken from the same cutting. Blue in color, Peruvianus like needles, but very fat. And then there's one I took a cutting from, same one. And they have almost no green flesh on them, almost none. It 95% white. And then here's another one of these Peruvianus. It's just beautiful. And it's a good 5 feet tall. It's got some good pups going on it. Each one of those pups is, that one's about 18 inches, and that one's about a foot on the left. Here's how I'm doing some cuttings. I've got, this is full of sand. Excuse me. And under the sand is de-icing cable. And it's nice and warm. And the nights it's been getting down, it's been getting down almost into the, well, low 40s. It got to the top of early 30s. I've never had it that cold here, but I'm wondering that's going to help these guys along. They look nice and happy. This one's a super fat Macrogonus. It's, I can get my hand up next to it. It's freaking huge. It's probably 6 to 7 inches across, maybe 7. And the soil's nice and warm. But we got some Brigidae. And I got another macro, a smaller Macrogonus going back there. A couple of Peruvianus that look also like Cusco to me. And then my only other Trichocereus is this guy. And that's from seed. And he's one of the Icaro DNA Peruvianus. So anyway, thanks for checking it out and answering any questions. And that's it.